What's up, guys? We are live on the TikTok and live on the YouTube. Happy holidays to everyone. It's the time, man. So let me give this quick announcement. So this is what Wednesdays have turned into. A couple different things. Life of Oliver, I see you in the chat. What's good, man? What is good? What is happening? Good to see you, brother. I was like, where's my chat? Where's my chat overlay? There it is. I see you guys. I see you. Man, let me tell you. Wednesdays have turned into a couple things where I bring in guests from TikTok. So it's like Star Wars TikTok, but then it's also, this mashup kind of a thing, which I'm trying. I think this is going to be really fun. So I'm doing kind of a mashup. Midweek mashup is kind of what I'm calling it, which I think will be really fun. I dig it. I dig the whole midweek mashup thing. And what that's going to consist of is kind of a lot of the interests that I'm into. So like Marvel stuff, maybe some DC stuff as well. But then it's also bringing over guests from TikTok. That's something that I just purely enjoy in general. So it's going to be really, really fun, man. And that's going to be the gist of our conversation tonight. Yo, it's stream time. Life of Oliver, I'm glad you're here, man. Wolf Wave, can't wait to watch on Saturday. Man, dude. Oof, we're going Friday. Don't worry, we're gonna get into it. So let me give you guys a couple updates really quick. So I did share this last couple of streams. So I am partnered with a Saber company, which is called Sabe Neo. So Sabe Neo is great. They sent me this lightsaber here, TikTok. Check it out. It's beautiful. Sabe Neo. Shout out to you guys. Sabe Neo is great. My favorite color is green. I have my light on, so it's not doing it as the best of justice. But I mean, obviously you have all your color variations in this thing, and it is phenomenal. Cool thing for you guys, if you're looking to buy one for yourself, you can. You can use my coupon code, which is just Datalorian. So type that in, use that code, and go and get you a lightsaber. Especially if you're looking to give a gift to like a friend that's a Star Wars fan. That's a perfect way to do it. And you guys can save a little bit in the process. And it's also a cool way that you can support me because I'm an affiliate with them. And they're definitely somebody that I trust because I know some, Saber companies can be a little iffy here and there. So definitely go and check out Sabe Neo. They're great. My coupon code is just Datalorian. So type that in. Go get you a Saber. It's going to be great. And yeah, I think other than that, memberships are live on the channel. I've said this before, but I'm saying it again because we have a lot of growth. Shout out! Big shout out to all of my TikTok people who have come over from TikTok and subscribed. Thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. This channel is growing literally because of you guys. So TikTok is out here changing lives, people. It is no game, seriously. And you guys are the living proof of it. So thank you guys. So memberships are live. I have like 3 different ones to see which one is most fitting for you. No pressure from me, but that's really there for you guys. Like if you're like, man, I really love Datalorian, this is another way you want to support my channel. That's another way you can. So check out that on the channel. Other than that, enough from just me, man. I got guests. My guests are looking at their clocks like, bro, you invited us on here. You called me. Bring us on. We want to talk about Spider-Man and Hawkeye and the Book of Boba Fett. We don't want to hear from you anymore. We want to talk to the guests. So let me bring in all my friends. We're going to have a good time. We got my buddy Nico Skywalker. We got my buddy Ben Shooby Dooper. And we also got my buddy Xanatos in the house. What's good, y'all? What is happening? We got a full house tonight, man. Guys? Full house. And another thing, shout out to everyone again for coming over and subscribing. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are new. This is your chance to do it. So let's jump in tonight, man. We have a very fun crew. But before I do that, I'm gonna let everyone just kind of introduce themselves. So Xanatos, I have you introduce yourself. Who are you? Who are you? And what do you do? What can people expect from your TikTok page, man?
I am Xanatos1138. I do mostly Star Wars lore, Star Wars cosplay. Talking a lot about Hawkeye lately. I will delve into Marvel, but I am not by any means an expert on Marvel.
Yeah.
Anything nerd stuff I will tackle, like The Matrix coming out soon. I definitely will talk about that.
Yep. There's a lot to There's so many different things to talk about with The Matrix, but yeah, that's another stream. But yeah, shout out to my boy Xanatos. Go follow him. And then we got Ben Shooby Doober, the comic book guru, in the house. Did I just? I'm like telling everything about him. Ben, tell us who you are. What do you do on TikTok, Ben?
Can you guys hear me? Just making sure.
I can hear you. I think it sounds a little muffled on my end. I don't know. Can you
Alright.
guys hear him well?
It's a little
It is a
muffled.
little muffled.
Can you guys
It's a-
see me?
Yeah, I can see. You're frozen, Nico, but I can see you.
Wow. Interesting.
It'll catch up, baby.
Unless Nico's just speaking very quietly.
We'll do this the old-fashioned way.
Oh, there it is.
There
Now
you
I
go.
can hear you. That's perfect. There he is.
Yeah.
There's Ben.
I thought my headphones. Can you guys hear me now?
Let's see. Say something now, Ben.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I can hear you. That's perfect.
Cool. Bet. So what's going on? Everything geeky. I'm trying to get into Star Trek. So much stuff here. Thank you, and me and Dan, we've been mutuals for quite a while, and I've had Nico on before. How do you say it?
Xanatos. Yep.
Xanatos.
Xanatos. Yeah, I've never seen you before, bro.
Hang on,
That's-
you are cutting out. At
Yeah, I
least
think
for
you
me.
did cut
Hello
out
there.
just at that last part, Ben.
Well, it's cool to meet you guys, and thank you for having me.
There you go.
Hex, yeah,
Oh.
man. And Ben, I can hear you. It's like when you're closer, for some reason, I can hear you better. I don't know what it is. When he's like close up, I can hear him much better. Yeah, it's weird. We'll let you play with it. We're gonna let everyone go around.
Yeah, but now you guys are all muffly. That's weird. One second.
Are we
Let me check
muffly
these
too?
settings. I've never used this. I'm not using this on anything.
Ah.
I just used it.
No, you take your time, man. Take your time. You're
All right,
good.
how's that?
That's much better.
Good.
Okay, yeah, we're cool. All right, you guys
Okay.
want me to just?
Okay,
All right,
yeah,
cool.
we're good.
We're good. Nico, good to see you again.
Hey,
And,
Ben.
I actually owe Nico an apology. I'm sorry about
You do.
what episode that you and I did. So we did a what if episode for my podcast, and I couldn't get it up because it wasn't loading right. It wouldn't
Oh.
upload quickly. So I owe Nico that apology.
It's okay, Ben. I
It's all
understand.
good, man.
Thank you, man. I'm glad you're understanding.
I do have a question from Akirine6. What is your favorite franchise except Star Wars? Oh man, I love comic books. I can't just say Marvel because I love DC.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier when you said that. You said I know Marvel and a little bit of DC. I'm just like,
Yeah. So
What the
comic
hell,
books, because Ninja Turtles falls under that too, man. Like when you think about
IDW.
Yeah. So I'm like, I gotta say, like comic book stuff in general for sure, and that's why we're doing this. Nico, did you already introduce yourself? Not yet.
Not yet. I'm
Who
Nico
are you?
Skywalker.
Who are you?
I'm a guy that posts weird videos on TikTok.
Weird video, more like badass lightsaber spinning. Disney.
Oh, yeah.
Hollywood.
That's in the mix too, but some of those videos get weird.
At least
Well-
he can admit it, man. At least he can admit. He's like, yeah, they're getting weird, man. I've been up since 3 a.m. filming some of these videos, eating Taco Bell.
Oh god,
And
the
I'm telling you,
Hawkeye
man, I don't know
Ram
what I was
reaction
thinking.
last night
I was tired.
was unhinged.
Did I forget to show you guys this yet?
Oh, what? You got merch?
Okay.
You got
The
merch?
coldest water. They sent this to me the other day. They
What?
said that they were sending me a bottle, but they didn't tell me that they inscribed it.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's
what the heck? That's dope.
Yeah. I knew you guys would like that. I was like, I gotta show my buddy.
Oh yeah, super
We need
cool.
some Ben Schubert merch, man.
Oh yeah.
For reals.
Totally.
It's
I'm gonna get a shirt with my face on it and me holding comic books saying I have issues. And,
I love that.
so I think that'll do it.
I
I'd
think
wear
we
that.
all can relate, man. We could all relate with that shirt. It's
All right, yeah, I'll make sure when it
Um,
comes out, I'll send you guys all like a discount code.
Oh yeah.
Bet. Who is my favorite Star Wars Jedi? Probably Kanan Jarrus. I love Kanan Jarrus. Good question, by the way. So I have all of my buddies here from TikTok today. Wednesdays, again, this is going to be a thing where we bring in guests from TikTok, but then it's also kind of this midweek mashup. So midweek mashup, all of my guests here on TikTok, YouTube, everyone who's here in the chat, just know this is going to be a day where we're more flexible. So it's not just focused on one centric thing. Like, this is where I can kind of share more of the things that I'm into and things that I like. You guys know me a lot for just Star Wars stuff, which is great. But then, we, in like the fandom and nerdy culture in general, you guys know, like, there are seasons for different things. Like Star Wars, there's a big season for like the Star Wars season where it's like, there's this hype for that. You know what I mean? And like right now, this is like this is the hype for a lot of like the comic book stuff, Marvel stuff in particular. So I want to be able to cater to those things that I'm into, and kind of just, it's been a weird transition for me where I've learned, dude, it's okay to talk about what you like. You don't have to just be one centric thing. And a lot of creators are kind of vibing with that too. And even watching Ben, especially, man, I got to shout you out because Ben on his page, he's a lot like that, where it's like, dude, he goes through the seasons, but he's no shame of like, this is what I love, this is what I'm going to talk about in this season. And then, you know, when the season comes around, then we're going to talk about Star Trek or whatever the hell else, you know?
Usually, I was thinking usually Star Wars is around Christmas, but Spider-Man is
Spider-Man taking over.
And then, you know, I figured out there's a difference between Marvel TikTok and Spider-Man TikTok.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sure we can all agree.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Usually it's Star Wars at this time.
I've been dabbling in the Spidey TikTok lately. I've been putting on the underoos. It's been working out really well. It's been fun. I've been enjoying that. So make sure you
we're still waiting for your Power Ranger content to come back.
Bro, I know.
Yes.
It's, you know what's weird? I gotta tell you this, Ben, because I know you've
read Tommy Time was my favorite thing.
What'd you say?
Your Tommy Time.
Oh yeah,
it's your Tommy impression.
I thought he said Tommy died. I was like, wait, what?
Tommy Time
again? No, man. You know, I felt like the comics took a weird turn for me. Like, I really enjoyed them, but then there was like this slump of it. And again, that's a writer's point of view kind of a thing. Where
I'll send it to Ryan Parrott. Him and I were friends on Twitter.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah, I'll send that. I'll let him know that you said that.
Oh, no, hey, man, come on now. Actually, what I meant to say is I really love the comics. And anyway, so let's jump into our conversation, man. I want to start off with Hawkeye because, man, and spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it yet. Like, if you haven't seen it, then just go away, go watch it. Come back. We'll be streaming for about an hour. So if you want to go watch it, you should have plenty of time. And then you can chop in the end with us. So let's talk about Hawkeye. Let's just do a quick general thoughts of like what you guys think of the episode. Ben, I'll have you start that one out, man.
Kingpin! I was so excited when I like legit. I'm gonna be uploading a video later of my reaction. Like I was live streaming when I watched it. I screamed like a little girl, like when I saw it. Like it's great. But I was actually more interested in the fact that Yelena got blipped and just walked down. It was like we were blipped with her. I thought that was super interesting. It did. And that's exactly what it felt like for them. And I thought that was a super interesting thing that Marvel did. Like, we actually got to experience what it was like to be in the blip.
Yeah. Yep. And a good point on that, man, because it's weird. I don't know why. It's like a part of me didn't think about it before, but it was like, oh, yeah, we really haven't seen the perspective of her, like, after some of these events, like, in the future.
That's due to Black Widow. Wake up from the blip. Like, we've seen it, like, in WandaVision, but we've never actually seen it happen before and then back, like, immediately. Yeah. Like that. And just watching all the paint change on the walls and everything, it was so interesting.
Yeah. No, I agree. Nico, what about you, man? What did you think about the episode 5 of Hawkeye today?
I loved it. I love this episode so much. I even dropped the video on, like, small details I saw about bandages. I had an obsession with this episode, especially the ending. I screamed at like 4 in the morning.
That ending was, that was great. Man, you guys, everyone stays up so late. Like, damn, what am I doing? I feel like everyone stays up late to watch it. And and I have a 2-year-old. Like, what am I doing? I should be staying up late so I can watch it in peace. That's a whole nother conversation. Anyway, Xanatos, man, what did you think about the episode 5?
I really liked it. This is slowly becoming one of my favorite shows that they've done so far. Like I feel like with Hawkeye they didn't do a whole lot for his development, and now they're doing great now with the show. And with the character of Yelena, she's amazing. The actress is awesome, the character is hilarious, but still deadly. And it's just such a great mix. Yeah.
And Ben, I'm gonna have you comment more on this later too, because there was a TikTok that you did that was actually really, I mean, by the way, Ben, you're so great. I really do learn a lot from his page when it comes to like comic book history. There was a character, I think Yelena that everyone's talking about, right? No, sorry, no. The girl she's mute, right?
Echo.
Not mute. She's deaf. Sorry, she's deaf.
Echo.
now.
Yeah.
She's deaf, right? So I didn't know much about her like at all until the show, and then a lot of you guys, there is a story about Hawkeye, which is I think this show is loosely based off of. But Ben, you did a video kind of going into more description. So after watching that first and then going into the show, I was like, okay, this kind of makes a little more sense.
Matt Fraction, yeah. Check out Matt Fraction's run. If you guys like this show, like literally, the car chase scene was ripped directly out. All the guys, the jumpsuit mafia, all of them going, "Yo, bro, what's up, bro? Hey, bro."
Yeah.
Like that is part of
Yeah,
it.
those
He did
guys.
that purposely. I'm glad that Matt Fraction is a consultant on this show.
Yeah. So that's literally like all ripped straight from the comic.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Dang. So, okay. That gives me some perspective, man. I really enjoy it. Is Ben frozen or is he just like, he's just super chill right now?
I
think
was
that's-
at him for a second. I was like, yeah, he's frozen.
He's frozen. Or he's just like, that's his resting face. You know, it could be. I don't know. Well, he'll come back in. He'll pop back in. Let me check on the chat here on TikTok before we go on. Who is your favorite actor? Oh man, I don't know. That's so hard. I don't think I can answer that.
Yeah.
Like, cause that's like saying like, what's your favorite song? Like that changes throughout the week. You know what I mean? There he is. You're back. Life of
And now you guys are. Oh my god, my internet.
Take your time, Ben. Take your time.
I'm sorry. I'm
You're
sorry.
good.
My internet keeps like connecting and then unconnecting. So right now I'm on LTE. I just disconnected from the internet.
Okay.
So we're running on LTE now. Let's
good,
hope that
bro.
works better.
You are here.
I have
That's
4 bars here, so I don't think we'll have any more. I've done this before. Like I hate when this happens.
You're good, man. You're good.
But what was I saying about Matt Fraction?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a consultant. So if the writers had like a question about like how would Hawkeye respond or how would Kate Bishop respond, they would give him a call and be like, and then he'd be like, yeah, this is what happens. So at the end of every episode, it actually says consulting Sir Matt Fraction. So.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
No, my bro was blipped.
And then there were 3.
He was blipped. Ben, come back.
The blip.
While he's figuring his thing out,
I gotta recenter myself so I don't look weird.
This is Life of Oliver. He's saying, I'm staying up for Ghostbusters Proton Pack that costs $359.99 and it doesn't release until 2023. Oh, are you like about to buy that? What?
That is an investment.
Bro,
Yeah.
you got blipped. It's 5 years later.
Oh
no! It's like what? Ghost here?
I feel so bad. Like I'm
It's now Halloween. It's now Halloween. Now
It's okay.
Like, what?
I know it's okay for you guys, but like I still feel bad.
No,
You
you're
with
good,
the
bro.
connection issues.
Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Man.
Like I don't have the Stream app. I didn't know I had to make an account and everything. I didn't know.
Oh, no, you're
So-
good, man.
Yeah, like I'm literally just using Google Chrome. But I think we'll be good.
You're
Okay.
solid, bro. You're solid.
Knock on wood.
If you get blipped again, it's fine, man. It's fine. My
I'll be
thoughts
young
on-
forever.
Yeah, I think my thoughts on the episode, man. I absolutely enjoyed it, and then obviously seeing Wilson Fisk, Kingpin. I've never been so excited to see a villain show up, man, and it's so cool. I think there's a lot of other creators here on the platform that have talked about the Netflix Marvel properties, how those have Kevin Feige has come out and said multiple times that yes, that stuff is connecting, it's all connected. So it's just nice to like officially see some other things that really make it tie in, where it's like really, really exciting. So then there's the other part of like, when do we get to see Daredevil? Where's my boy gonna pop in?
That's gonna be in
So
Spider-Man. I can tell you that right now.
okay,
There's
Ben, take it away. Take it away.
He has to.
Yeah, you guys think
I
it's gonna
sent
be in
that same
Spider-Man?
message at like 4 a.m. I was like, if Matt Murdock's not in No Way Home, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah, I think that could definitely see that for sure. It's New York, somebody
needs
else
a
pointed
lawyer.
out. Yeah, it's and then not only that, it takes place like around Christmas time, right?
It's
At least
same
that's what I've heard.
same time.
So it's
Maybe
like, come
couple
on,
of months.
man.
Like
It only makes sense that.
Spider-Man No Way Home or Far From Home takes place in the summertime of 2023.
Yep.
So
Yep.
there's probably going to be a couple of months that we have to jump to get to Christmas, but from what I hear, it is taking place around the same time as Hawkeye.
Okay. So, yeah, we're definitely going to see him for sure, without a doubt. And I feel like with Hawkeye, that was kind of like a bit of an Easter egg for that, right? In a sense, where it's like, yo, if we're seeing the big guy himself, we know we're going to see Daredevil eventually. Like, it's just a given. So,
Right.
You guys all think he's going to be No Way Home for sure? That he's going to be in there?
100%. I'm 98% sure. I don't want to get people's hopes up, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to say
And if
98 because there's still that 2% that says he's not. It's that same 2% that Toby and Andrew are going to be in this movie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yep.
You know, like, that's what I've been hating about the Marvel TikTok, saying, oh, they're in it. They're in it. Like, you don't know that for sure.
Right. We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it. Now, yeah. Oh, we're going to get to Spider-Man. We're going to get to Spider-Man.
Oh, of course.
I'm going on Friday. And I'm counting the days,
Sunday.
the hours, the minutes.
I have to wait for
Sunday. Dang.
My mom and my brother and then my sister, they all want to see it. I was like, if it were up to me, I'd be there right now. But, you know, like they were like, we got to go together as a family. And I was like, okay, fine. But if I scream, you can't yell at me.
Man. Bro,
I'm
going
going to
suited
embrace
and
my
booted.
inner soups is like what I like to say.
Let's go.
There will be plenty of screaming. I'm surprised you. It was really funny. I was like surprised that you weren't there at the.
I was invited. I was invited to go to Soup's event.
Yeah.
The Soup's event that's hosted by Straw Hat Goofy. They let me know about it before the tickets went on sale. But I told them I was like, you can't make that trip. Sorry.
Damn.
Like, but I've had like the Society made me Joker. Amanda just vibing. Who else like asked me if I was going? Like there were so many people asking me if I was going. And I'm just like, I can't make that trip. Unfortunately, I'm in college and I'm a comic book kid.
Yeah. And a lot of people forget too. Like a lot of folks are finishing up with school and finals, so it is a weird time to like fly and go do a trip somewhere else. It's just I get that for sure.
Well, I mean, I would have drove. I'm in Texas right now. I would
Yeah.
have drove. But I would have drove from Knoxville, Tennessee to California. I would have made the trip.
Damn, bro. Hey, next premiere. We got to make it happen, all of us. Disneyland.
Well, what's
Let's
the next movie that's coming out? Multiverse of Madness? Is that the next one?
Yeah. Yep, that's next year, right?
Yeah, maybe we'll see me there.
Is it next year or is it 2023?
I think it's 2023 or 2022.
Okay. Yeah, because they're filming it right now. So I imagine we'll get like some update on that here soon. So next thing that I want to talk about, and we can go around on this. So here's the thing. Ben, I already know. I'm excited to hear from you on this too. Now, this is very exciting. Like obviously seeing Wilson Fisk, and it really got me thinking. Really, when I think about the events of WandaVision, the events of Loki, and what's happening right now in Spider-Man. And then not only that, it's just what Disney has done with X-Men characters. It's they bought the franchise of Fox, right? Like they own all of those properties in those movies.
2 years ago.
It's not a thing that the audience is not mature enough to handle and say, oh, okay, this was the Fox version of things. If they're going to recast and do a new thing, we can differentiate what's this and what was old and this is the new thing. Like we're smart enough to differentiate that. But at the same time, when you think of this legacy and the time that was put in and just the amount of characters that are already established, could one say, based on things that are happening right now, does it make more sense to do a multiversal thing where worlds collide and we say, hey, those mutants always existed on this universe and now they're being sucked into this main world? Or because in my brain, I'm just like, I feel like at this rate, mutants should have already been mentioned in a sense. You know what I mean? Or like incorporated. When I think of Magneto, Professor X, when you think of their characters, how they started off, it was like in old historic moments. Not to say that couldn't be changed. You know what I mean? Which I'm totally fine with. But does it make more sense to you guys to do a multiversal thing where those characters that we already know are kind of being sucked into this whole crazy madness, and then that's how X-Men characters are brought in? Or do you guys prefer they do a thing of like something totally different? My main question is, how would you guys bring the X-Men in? It's kind of like the main thing I'm getting at. Xanatos, I'll have you start this out. Does it make sense to do a multiversal thing where they're being sucked in, or how would you bring in the X-Men into the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I like sort of half and half. I like the multiversal thing.
Yeah.
But people like Hugh Jackman, I do not think are going to play Wolverine anymore, or really should.
Yeah.
So they should kind of do both. They should have like a couple of characters maybe from the multiverse. Like have you seen Venom 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just watch it. I watched it last night with my in-laws, and I felt bad because it's as good as it is. I sat with my in-laws, and I was like, I even apologized to them. I'm so sorry. Like, I was like, look, I love comic books. I like seeing Venom and Carnage fight. Y'all sat through this, you know. And
then there's that end credit scene.
Yeah,
but I was like, just wait, y'all. The end credit scene, just wait. And everybody was happy after that. So anyway, continue on.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of just characters sprinkling in, like they've been doing with Kingpin, like, you know, like they did with Venom. And then maybe they'll introduce mutants overall in a different way. Like, Marvel is really good at making very cohesive plot points.
Yep.
Where like everything makes sense in some way, shape, or form. So I think a little of both is going to end up happening.
Okay, I can see that. I could dig that too. Nico, what about you, man? Are you feeling more of a multiversal pull-in of like X-Men characters? So like, example, like first class characters, you know, of X-Men, which I kind of like that idea, Xanatos, where you're pulling in some of those characters, or how would you bring in the X-Men into the MCU, Nico?
You know, I agree with Xanatos. Just like a little sprinkle, but I would like to see a lot of fresh faces for the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. I agree. I think yeah. I'll share mine later. Ben, what about you?
I'm gonna go off the rails. I'm gonna change the railing here.
Okay.
I do not agree with that. I think we should just start fresh.
Okay.
But it's not that I don't love those X-Men characters, but you know, we got a Dazzler in that X-Men universe. Okay, I want Taylor Swift as Dazzler. I don't want that girl to be in Dark Phoenix.
Yeah.
All right. But like, I do agree. Maybe like stuff like maybe James McAvoy as Professor X, but start it as a fresh character. Don't make it the same character. Like, make it a fresh character, fresh start. It's still James McAvoy, but it's like a different Professor X. It's just very for something like that. I don't think that they should pull them out from the Fox universe and put them in the. Is that what you guys are saying? Is like pull them from the Fox universe and to throw them in the MCU? Or are you guys saying they should be the same actor but a different kind of story?
I think they're kind of like half and half, so they kind of want a little bit pulled in. But
what I think, they can keep a couple like James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender, maybe as Magneto and Professor X. You know, keep those actors, but make them a different story. Maybe he's already bald. They don't have to be from the 40s. Well, actually, if they want to do Magneto right, World War II survivor. But but I would like to see somebody like John Boyega as Cyclops, or Taylor Swift as Dazzler. Okay. Or maybe actually put Jubilee in a movie for once. That would be fun.
Yep.
So but I kind of feel like they should already be there. Yeah. Because the thing about the X-Men is they've kind of already been separate. Like, I don't know if you guys are keeping up with the comics right now, but they're on Mars right now. Storm is the Queen of Mars.
Yeah.
Storm is the Queen of Mars, and basically the humans, they don't like mutants because they suck. And they were just like, get out of here. So they went to Mars. Yeah. And now they are running Mars, and they've all become like the central people in the solar system. Yeah. And the humans aren't liking that because they're mutants. And I was just like, well, they can do it better than you. Wow. So, and that's all going on while Absolute Carnage was going on. Same time.
What the heck?
So they're kind of like separate, but at the same time part of the same universe. So why don't they just say, yeah, they're there. They're there.
Yeah.
They just didn't want to involve themselves in Infinity War because where were they when their children were burning in Krakoa? You know?
Ooh, damn. Oh, you have a point.
Like,
Okay.
we didn't have
Okay.
to fight Thanos because my children were burning in Krakoa, Iron Man, and you weren't here. So why should we help you if you
Damn.
weren't? You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
that was actually a thing that Emma Frost said to Iron Man in Civil War 2. I love that.
Dang.
She said, "Screw off."
Good old Civil War.
Damn.
I think
That's crazy. I didn't know all that was going on with the X-Men in the comics. And thank you, Ben,
yeah.
for kind of catching us up on that. And that kind of gives me
Colonizing
ideas.
Mars. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think I agree on starting fresh because here's the thing. If you could still have Magneto and Professor X still have the same type of origin story, you know, but they're mutants. One could say that the way that they age might be a little bit differently if you cast somebody that's younger than the actors that we're used to. You know what I mean? They're mutants, so maybe how they age is a little bit differently. You know what I mean? Now here's how I would do it. I wouldn't even like I would establish. I kind of like the fact that like they've always been there, but just kind of been hiding. And
Yeah,
maybe
because
establish that there's been some events that have happened that have kind of gone unseen that really haven't been.
and then
talked
we
about.
show those. Yeah.
Exactly. They kind of did that anyway with like Mysterio, in Spider-Man Far From Home, where you seen some callbacks to things with Tony Stark. And you're like, oh, okay, so this guy has kind of been around. You know what I mean? There's ways to do it. But this is how I would do it, man. I wouldn't even start off with an X-Men movie first. I would do a thing where you have Weapon X. I would do a Weapon X movie where initially it's like they're trying to do a super soldier, like creating their own new super soldier thing. And that's where you have like Wolverine, you have Sabretooth. And I think there were like there were a couple other mutants. Yeah, you know what I mean? Do a Weapon X movie where it's like it's a part of this new version of, it could be like a new version of S.H.I.E.L.D., a different branch of S.H.I.E.L.D., whatever. They could do their own thing with that and just call the movie Weapon X. And then after that, maybe Wolverine even starts off as kind of like this villainous character. You know what I mean? And then changes. I just think that would be awesome. And
that
then
would be dope.
The mutants kind of trickle out, into the MCU. And then, you have the kind of merging of the X-Men, in a later film. But I don't know. I think a Weapon X.
I like that idea, but here's the real question. Would you cast the same people, or would you find a whole new cast, like Daniel Radcliffe?
Oh, new cast.
Wolverine,
New cast.
Or Danny DeVito is what.
Danny DeVito?
That's Wolverine. Yeah. Danny DeVito is Wolverine.
If we're talking comic book accuracy, yes. Yes. Comic book accuracy, yes. Danny DeVito.
No kicks.
So, I would love to see Danny
it's
DeVito.
always sunny in Philadelphia.
I would love that. Absolutely. So, yeah. There's a lot of ways that this could be done. But we know, I feel like something big is, mark my word, guys, I feel like something big is happening. And you guys have heard it multiple times, like with Kevin Feige, like, don't worry, X-Men is coming. Fantastic Four is probably first. Like, they're the first time.
He's had X-Men on his mind since Iron Man. There's a deleted scene in Iron Man where he talks about Project Pegasus, Goliath, and Exodus.
What?
Pegasus was from Avengers 1. Goliath was Ant-Man and the Wasp. Exodus is coming up, guys. He's had this in the back of his head.
Okay, so what's in the works? This is a quick thought. I didn't even have it on the list of things that we're talking about, but this is just something I was thinking about like last night before I was going to bed. I don't know why it popped in my head. I think that the old Avengers Tower should become the Baxter Building. Right? Imagine that.
I agree. I'm laughing because I think we already know who bought it.
Who do you wait? I feel like I'm out of the loop. Who do you guys think bought it? Tell me.
It's a big man from Hawkeye. He was a pretty big part of the last episode that just came
out. Okay. That would be crazy as hell. Oh my god.
He bought it. I think that's who the big guy is who bought the tower.
You think he really owns Avengers Tower?
I think he does.
That would be such a fifth scream to do.
Wow.
Just buy the Avengers Tower.
That would be crazy.
But I agree. I think the Baxter Building would have been great and it would have made sense because John Watts' movie, I think it's going to be confirmed in the new Spider-Man movie because Tom Holland says he knows who bought it. He said that in an interview and almost gave it away. But Zendaya like, shut up, boy. Like, so she,
wow.
She went, shut up.
So, but you know what? As you say that, and getting back into the topic of Hawkeye, that could really make sense because if you guys like, what was it like episode was it episode 2 or 3 where he was looking for like Avengers stuff, you know what I mean? And it was kind of connected to whoever this big person was. You know what I mean? Like that could really tie in. Holy crap. Okay, so I guess we'll find out, man. We'll find out.
But I do like the Baxter building. I do. I would love to see that.
I just think that would be sick, man. Like that makes sense. Like the next who else should live there? Who's it's so iconic, the building, you know what I mean? And it belonged to the Avengers. There really no more. So who's the next big thing? I was like, man, Fantastic Four. Like that makes sense. So next thing, closing out with Hawkeye, how does the show conclude? How do you guys think the show is going to conclude? I don't even know how many more episodes we have left. Ben, I'll have you start that off. Like, I want to hear from you because I know you know a lot about the comics on that end.
What are you at to? Yeah, you're all crunchy on my end. Is it like that for you guys?
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't even hear you.
I can hear you well. Ben.
So what was the question? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. How do you think Hawkeye ends? How does it conclude?
Oh, how do I think it's going to end?
Yep.
It's definitely going to end with Kate Bishop taking up the mantle of Hawkeye because branding, and it's definitely probably either going to end with either one, Clint dying, or two, Clint retiring. Which I like number 2 better. I don't want another Avenger to die. Just let him retire, or maybe have him move to the West Coast. And maybe start up a little Avengers club down there. Maybe Kate Bishop becomes a PI on the West Coast. Maybe get some Squirrel Girl. Get some, you know what I'm saying?
Squirrel Girl.
Good game. That's how I feel.
Okay. Wasn't that insurance girl supposed to be Squirrel Girl? You know what I'm talking about?
AT&T girl.
Yeah, everyone says she's a baddie too. Like,
she is drop dead, beautiful. She can kick me. She can beat the crap out of me. She can.
No. This is what Ben said. He said that is a squirrel that could go for the nuts. That is a squirrel that could go for the nuts, hands down.
She can. You can. If she's watching this, I doubt she is. Hit me up. Hey, baby, take me out to dinner.
Hey, I think that would be sick, like a West Coast,
Oh, what, me dating it? Yeah.
Well, I mean that too, bro. Absolutely.
But I think it could end with the West Coast Avengers and maybe him being like a Nick Fury type.
Ooh, damn. I would like that. And him kind of just branching off doing his own thing.
Yeah,
I like that.
You know how Natasha was running the Avengers during the blip?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like he's running his own little Avengers team down in the West Coast.
Okay. Ooh, damn. Now I want that. Nico, what about you, man? What are you thinking about? How does this... And I know... I do this to Nico all the time, and I know he hates predictions. He's not a guy that loves predictions at all. But with the information that we have right now, how does Hawkeye conclude in your brain? Like, all right, with the stuff that we have now, this is where it's going. What do you think? How is it going to wrap up?
All right, so we have no clue, but definitely something with Yelena.
Yeah,
I think Yelena's gonna realize that okay, maybe I shouldn't kill Clint Barton.
Yeah,
let's Clint live. Clint's like, I'm done, retiring, going to do something else with the rest of my life.
On the West Coast.
Like, somebody has to be Hawkeye.
He has to get away from everybody knows his family. He has to get away from them.
Yeah. More Kingpin. I need more Kingpin. So
ooh, yes. Yep.
I don't know. I want to see another Echo fight scene. I need that in my life. Just one more.
Yep. She's a badass. She is pretty bad.
You're getting a whole show.
Damn. She has her own show coming?
I didn't even know
they announced that on Disney Plus.
Damn. Oh! Yes.
What do you think the show Echo was for? Actually, no. Echo is actually going to be about Rocket and Groot.
That's what my brain was. Oh, Echo. Okay.
All I
Maybe this
remember is
something-
pain and sorrow from Disney Pixar.
Man, that was so chaotic, especially for Star Wars, and there was a lack of presence from Lucasfilm. I was a little disappointed about that, but Marvel was
Lucasfilm didn't give us
absolutely
anything.
killing it.
Marvel.
Yeah, they never do. It's crazy.
And I'm
So,
telling
anyway.
you, man, the Kenobi show is done. Like, they're done. That's
Yeah.
finished. It's all on a floppy disk somewhere, so that way it doesn't get leaked.
Yes, please.
That's how old Lucasfilm's marketing is. Like, they still use a
Hashtag floppy disks.
Come on, give us something.
Kevin Feige went to Dave Filoni. He was like, "How do you do it, man? How do you do it?"
He's like, I don't know. I think of other things like Elf and Iron Man to keep me occupied, and the Mandalorian, man.
You mean John Favreau?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, John Favreau. Yeah, man, that dude is incredible.
I love John.
He's been a part of. So, yeah. Did you finish, Nico? Was that it?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a real conclusion. I just know
Yeah.
what I want to see, but if they throw that all together in a nice Christmas bow, I'll love it.
Yeah, man. Xanatos, what about you, man? How does Hawkeye conclude?
So I'm not sure how it concludes, but I want to share a kind of out there theory that I had that branches off of another one that someone did for Laura being the leader of the Watch and being Mockingbird.
Yeah.
I actually think the Watch belongs to the Bobby Morse that was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And that's how they're going to bring in Bobby Moore, the same actress and everything. And that's how they're going to be like, hey, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is still here.
Yeah.
And this is Bobby Morse Mockingbird.
Oh my God.
Friend that Clint's trying to find.
The best part about it is I know J. Kevin Parker.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
He would be like, I told you.
The greatest thing is that, like, a few weeks ago, he posted a video where he showed like a Kingpin speech, and then he pointed out that it's the same building that Kate Bishop's the whole auction was happening in, and I was like, okay. So if Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. tie-in happens, I am so ready. I'm so prepared.
I will just be ready for his pettiness.
Yes. I'm just gonna refresh the page all day.
Videos.
And I'm gonna duet it, and I'm gonna laugh the whole time. Because I actually agree with him. I do still think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is canon to an extent because they went time traveling in the sixth season. So I think that was the barrier point where it does not become canon because they time traveled. So that's a variant timeline. You know?
Yeah.
That's the only part. I think up to season 6 is canon. In my mind.
They brought Ghost Rider into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well, right? Yeah. So, and I just feel like, why would they? I mean, actually, no. There's been a couple other shows that, weren't the greatest. Like, what was it? Like on FX. What was that other Marvel show? Was it
Legion?
Legions.
Legion.
And The Gifted.
Oh, what was that one show? The Gifted. I freaking loved it. It was only on for like one season, but I loved it. It was so good.
And then Cloak and Dagger. I don't know if that was
that one might be. That was on Freeform, which is part of ABC, so it could have been. Then there's Marvel's Runaways.
Yeah. Runaways, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
With all the teenagers. I love that one.
I love
there are a few that I have not caught up with, especially Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Like that's one that I just never stuck with, and I mean, I can always go back and watch, but it is interesting now to sit back and see other creators coming out that are fans and saying you're gonna see some of these things connect, and it's interesting to see it kind of unfold. So I don't know, man. I really want for Clint to go home for Christmas. I want him to make it home for Christmas, man. I feel like that needs to happen. That's what I want. It does feel like a passing of the torch, though. I feel like the whole setup of this, there's going to be this new Hawkeye, and I think this is kind of his way of exiting out of this life, of being kind of an Avenger for a little bit. So, I don't know, man. I want him to make it home for Christmas. That's all I got to say. Yes, Ben.
Okay, yeah, I feel bad. I feel like you're cutting people off. I feel like I have
No, you're good.
No, Ben, good.
But, so I'm just gonna raise my hand when I have something to say. But whatever you say, I think with today's episode, Yelena and Kate Bishop talking,
Yeah.
The way I saw it, that was a friendship start, and that was the
Oh,
future.
yeah.
That's Hawkeye and Black Widow talking to each other.
Yeah.
That's not Yelena Belova and Kate Bishop. It's Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
Watch
about
there
it that
be a
way,
season 2.
and that makes me happy.
Yeah. I agree with that. It was. Thank you for pointing that out, because it was a little bit different from opposed to other conversations that they've had. You know what I mean? So I definitely could see that for sure, man. And that it goes into that sense of like passing the torch, but there's this partnership, that's kind of been finalized, which I like, man. So
And they actually teased the new grills, teased the new costumes, so we're probably we're
Yeah.
definitely gonna see
I
them
know. I was like,
Yeah.
they did a Falcon and Winter Soldier on us. You know, when
yeah.
Maggie opened the suitcase, and I was just like, oh, go with
Yeah,
you.
man.
And the worst part is, you already know what they look like because the cover of the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's like you already know what it looks
Just
like.
show us, man.
You
So-
stinks.
That's how they reel you in. We'll see you next Wednesday, man. We'll see you next
Right,
Wednesday.
exactly.
Let me check on our TikTok chat. Yo, you got McDonald's Wi-Fi? What? No.
Yes.
What does that even mean?
Yes. I'm on LTE.
Is it bad?
Technically, I am running on one McDonald's by LTE.
Hey, Dadalorian, what's up? Is Erica here? No, she's not. Rick Sanchez, what's up, man? I see you. Alistair Simp, what's up, man? Good to see some people, familiar faces in the chat. Cool, we're looking good. And again, guys, anyone here in TikTok and YouTube, if you guys have questions for my friends, feel free to ask them, the broader audience. Just post your comments.
I'm actually single. If that's
Ben
ready to
says he's
mingle.
single.
You
He's
gotta
single
throw that
and
out
ready to
there.
mingle. If you're a lady into comic books and you're looking to go to a No Way Home, you're looking for a date, Ben is.
Yeah, I'm
Where
going
you
with
at,
my
man? You in
mom,
Texas?
guys. I'm going
Ben
with
is
my
in Texas.
mom. I'm taking my mom.
He's taking his mom. He's taking his mom.
Yeah.
So y'all
That's
let me know.
Today, 5-movie collection on DVD for $20.
Oh my god. Wait, I need that.
So here's our next one, guys. This is the big one. So Spider-Man No Way Home. Obviously, we haven't seen the movie yet, right? Yeah, none of us have seen the movie yet. So this is no spoilers here. If anyone here in the chat has seen it, which I don't know where you guys are.
If you
at in the
spoil
world.
it, I'll end
Your
you.
mouth shut.
No spoilers, for real.
Yeah,
you guys
you-
are going to experience.
I'm sure. I know Nico and Dadalorian have seen what I can do with a racist comment. Imagine if you ruin an entire movie.
Yeah,
There
no
will be
spoilers.
survivors.
Oh my god, that
No
day
spoilers.
You guys have
when
seen
they
what I
tried to
did
say,
to that
I
one
didn't
guy.
say that.
Oh, I
Alright.
did. Oh, wait.
Wait,
By
I
the way,
saw
Ben,
that.
Spoil a movie
I did
for you.
see
I will
that.
end you, buddy.
I did
I
see
seen
that.
you. I seen you on what was his name? My dude's TikTok. It was about like not spoiling No Way Home.
Theory by T. Yeah, he
Yeah.
messaged me the other day. He was
I
just
was like,
like,
hey,
"Hey,
that's
dude."
my boy Ben. Let's go.
Yeah, he messaged me and he was like, "Hey, dude, I'm doing a Don't Spoil Spidey video. Do you want to be part of it?" And I was like, "Can my sister be part of it? Because she's a big Spider-Man fan too." He said, "Yeah, sure." So we did a video and I posted the full thing on mine. So if you guys just want to see mine, like there's more to mine if you guys want to see it.
Yeah.
But where I said "Don't spoil Spidey," and then she pushed me out of the way, and I actually had her holding my where is it? My Stan Lee first appearance of Spider-Man. Stan Lee sign. I had her holding that, and she was just like, "If you spoil Spider-Man, I'm out." And then it like cut out, and it was a picture of Spider-Man, and it said, "We'll be right back." Well, after yeah.
Dude, I have such a good time watching you on my For You page. I absolutely love it.
I was so happy when Terrell messaged me because he wanted me to be part of it. I was just like, "Oh man, you're so cool."
Yeah. No, it makes sense, man. When you think of there are some very and it's fun for me to be able to be in this place now where it's like, you know what, it's fine to dabble into the things that you like. You know, I'm obviously mainly known for Star Wars stuff, which is what I love, being the Dadalorian, but at the same time, like doing things like this today, it's fun to share this other side of like the comic book community. And there are particular faces where in my brain I think of Ben, I think of what was I about to say? Jiffy.
Think about me.
It's not Jiffy, that's peanut butter. Damn it, what's his name?
Juju?
Y'all know who I'm talking about.
Who?
what's my dude's name on TikTok? It's not Jiffy. It's not Jiffy. It's
Zeffy.
Zeffy. Thank you.
Zeffy. Oh, I love Zeffy.
Jiffy peanut butter.
Zeffy and I got to get him on a podcast. I told him I've been friends with that guy for almost a year now, and I haven't been able to get him on the podcast. Same with Suits. Like Matt is a super busy guy, and I'm like I've been mutuals with him for like a year. I'm just year and some change. Stry at Goofy is probably the easiest guy to get on a podcast. Right?
That's dope. That's dope. So there are particular faces, man, where it's just cool to be like, you know what? I know where to go to talk comic books, but it's fun to see so many of us that are like, I mean, Xanatos, even Nico, that's why I brought you guys on, because I see on your pages, like everyone seems to dabble fairly well and do it well, where it's like, it's well balanced and it's inviting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, like there's some people on that app that are so underrated. Like you guys are all like super underrated. Like I love the Mandalorian. The stuff like Xanatos, I gotta check you out, man. I'll check you out. But I will make the decision, but you got to.
Hell yeah, man! I love it. And y'all be sure to go follow my boy Ben. He is single and ready to mingle, and he's going to No Way Home. So if y'all are trying to like suit up, you're in Texas, right, or Tennessee?
I go to school in Tennessee, but right now I'm in Texas.
Ladies, you heard me. You heard me. Ben is live.
Hey, man, I got connections at comicbook.com, ladies. And I got
connections to comicbook.com? What?
Hey, man, me, Chris Killian, and Adam Barnhart are friends. I'm going to be talking with Adam Barnhart. He's a writer. And Chris Killian, the guy who runs the Daily Distraction. I've had him on my podcast twice.
Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, I got connections on connections.
The legendary Ben.
Bro, I know. So let's talk about Spider-Man No Way Home hype.
Let's do it. Let's go!
Spider-Man No Way Home.
It's been literally hard. So let me explain something to you guys. I'll go first on this, and I'm gonna let everyone else share. Like since Monday, I've been thinking to myself, what am I like? I know I have a family. Like I have a wife, I have a child, I have a dog, we have a mortgage. Like I have, chores to do around the house. Like I know that. Like I know that. But literally, I have questioned myself, like, what am I going to do with my life this week until Friday? Like I've been avoiding Facebook, I've been avoiding Instagram for the most part, except for like posting something. I will not scroll through, because just to save myself, right? So what I've been doing, I've been rewatching a lot of the older Spider-Man movies. I watched Venom 2 last night. Just keeping myself occupied, keeping myself busy. Today we had Hawkeye, which was great. So it's been crazy, it's been nuts. And then not only that, I've watched a few other people like you guys know Rob, Comic Books Explained. Oh man, I love his stuff. So he did a spoiler-free kind of just chat about the movie, and just hearing him hype, like, man, oh man, let me tell you, like, y'all ain't even, when he says like y'all ain't even ready for this movie. Yeah, y'all ain't even ready. Like everything that you want
at the premiere.
When you hear people saying like they listen to the fans and everything that you want is in there and more, like, listen, let me tell you something. When they say like, let me tell you something. Like when they say like everything you've seen in the trailers in the first 40 minutes of the movie, that's like, what?
That's nothing.
What? That's in the first 40. What? That's
Series by T, Soups, Stry at Goofy, Jay Stoobs have all said, and I can quote this, almost the same thing. My favorite MCU movie.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Those are the big movie people. Superhero people. That says something like that.
Bro. So I don't, like, when I tell you guys, like, I don't know what to do with myself this week. I've been feeling so antsy. Yes, it's very true. So I want to hear from y'all, man. Like, bro, how are y'all feeling about this? Like, this is about to be an experience. Like, Xanatos, I want to hear, I'll have you start this one off, man. How are you feeling right now? What is your hype level, and what are you most excited about for this film?
So I try really hard not to be hyped for anything anymore because I don't want a massive disappointment.
Yeah.
But I saw, I think it was yesterday, I saw Jay Stoop's video saying, like, because she's, to me, from what I've seen, like, she's a big Spider-Man fan, but she's also been like the most critical.
Yeah.
Like, not in like a negative way, but she's definitely been critical of things. And to see her be like, "Oh my fucking god, I love this movie. This is the best one yet." I'm like, okay, now I'm convinced.
Yeah.
I'm glad we all saw the same video.
Yeah. Because she definitely is like all the live action Spider-Man. Like, she really hasn't been like the hugest, like, over the head of the hills fans of, you know, as far as the live action adaptations of Spider-Man. She's had her critique, which I love that. I love hearing like people's different perspectives. I like them all for different reasons. You know what I mean?
She's an
Like,
X-Men fan. That's where it came from.
Okay, she's more of an
Yeah.
X. Okay,
She actually told me she did like a tally, she did like a little experiment. She was like, "Tell me, did you grow up watching Sam Raimi's Spider-Man? Did you grow up X-Men people? Because I can tell the difference between you guys by your comments." And I was just like, I'm a Spider-Man person, but don't make me a statistic, okay?
I can be flexible. I can be flexible, man. That's funny.
But yeah, no, she's an X-Men fan. She read the X-Men book. She's a huge Daredevil person.
Yeah.
So, like, I know what she's into. I listen to her podcast, Geeks of the Week, all the time. So, if you guys haven't, guys, check it out. It's very cool.
Now that you said that, it makes me think about something, and I think this is kind of true. I haven't done a study on it. I'm just speaking out loud. So, being a '90s kid, I feel like it's almost like you were really hardcore into like TMNT or it was Power Rangers. You know what I mean? Like
I was both.
I know, yeah, me and you were. I know you and I were both. But there are some where they're like they were more like this. They were more.
I just bought this yesterday.
Ooh, oh yeah, I seen that. Yeah. I remember you showing me that in video. You were like, oh my
all 10
God,
seasons, buddy.
Gorgeous, dude. That is simply gorgeous.
$20 at Walmart, but you gotta sacrifice the blood.
Is that the show? Is that the live action show?
No, it's not the show. It's the 1989 cartoon series.
Okay, yeah.
But you gotta sacrifice the blood of a virgin to find it, because I've gone to like 18 different Walmarts and I just found it. So,
damn, dude, you're lucky.
And this was the last one.
Oh my God.
One more thing, I actually somehow managed to go for get a showing for Spider-Man No Way Home tomorrow afternoon.
You
How'd you do that?
What? Where? When?
He killed somebody who was going to that movie and you stole their
I'm in
tickets.
a really small, boring town in Florida, and they happen to have a showing at the theater.
Oh, man. I used to live in Fernandina.
Dang. What? Dude. You don't even know what to do with your life right now. Because I know you got to be like, man, let me get my outfit ready. I gotta
watch your back.
Oh, dude, I got a tie picked out. I got a tie picked out. I'm wearing a tie and a shirt. You know, like I'm dressing.
I'm wearing this same shirt.
What's he getting?
This is the same shirt I'm
going
gonna be wearing.
Oh no.
Let me explain something to you guys. This is just a portion of what I'm going to be wearing, right? So like I got my, full suit, red and blue. I am ready. It is no game. I told you guys I'm going all in on Friday, man. I'm going suited and booted. Now, of course, being in tights, you got to make sure everything is covered up so your Peter Parker ain't showing to the kids and stuff. But, I'm going to be in full tights, man. You got to wear a dance belt, dance belt to all the Spidey cosplayers out there.
Yes.
If you don't know what a dance belt is, look it up. You'll get a good laugh. But
it is because spandex is not forgiving.
It is not forgiving.
And spandex is not a privilege. It's a right. And I'm going to say that right now.
It is a right. It is
As a Power Ranger cosplayer, I can confirm that the spandex is not forgiving.
Absolutely.
And I've been to enough Comic-Cons to know that I've been grossed out a couple of times. I'm just like, why?
You have told no lies, man. You have told no lies. Let me tell you, all the times I've cosplayed as the Green Ranger, I have learned that you have to protect your dragon dagger. If you don't know what I mean, then
of course someone blows into it, yeah.
If you don't know, you will someday.
What's going on? So my boy Xanatos is going tomorrow. Like, bro. Dang.
There's people going tonight. Soup's event is tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Xanatos, you gotta tell us tomorrow, just spoiler free.
The Xanatos spoiler free review.
I will let you know. I'm even scared to do a video because I don't want some idiot to spoil stuff in my comments.
You can block the comments, dude. Just turn off the comments.
Yeah, turn them off. I've been seeing so many comments turned off video.
Dude, don't spoil Spidey video did not work. I can tell you that right now. Yeah. If you notice, Theories by T turned off. I turned off mine. So many people just turning it off. I'm like, you guys suck.
Yeah, man.
And I see a lot of British people. It's like, well, you spoiled Venom for us. And I was like, no. Grace Randolph spoiled Venom for you.
I didn't do nothing.
We do not claim her.
Right.
Okay, like, Variety did that to you.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Not
Did
the
you guys
fans.
hear about
We didn't
what
do that.
Variety did? First No Way Home, they spoiled the whole movie in a review.
What?
Variety did. Variety on Twitter.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard about that.
This is the second time. Like, they did it like 5 minutes after getting out of Eternals. They spoiled Harry Styles, and then this one they spoiled a big part that I don't even know about because I refuse to read it.
Yeah.
What the heck? Yeah,
I just know
these
that they
days,
did, and that a lot of people are mad about it.
dude, it's harder these days to really stay away from spoilers. And the biggest way to do it is just don't go on social media. It's harder for people like us because we're all content creators. You know what I mean?
We
Like,
work on social
this
media.
is,
Like,
this is literally what we do, most of us, for a living. Like, like this is just what you do. But if you really want to enjoy it and have like that honest reaction and that experience for yourself, like the way I'm doing it, like I do what I have to do. I schedule posts and then I get off. Especially when I'm excited for something like this. I just like, nope, Instagram, Facebook, not this week.
Right.
So it's one of those things, man.
Unless
Nico,
you're my sister. My sister doesn't get any of the only Spider-Man news she gets is from me and from Straw Hat Goofy.
Yeah.
The only two that actually come up on our For You page.
Hey, that's the way. Yeah, and then that's another thing. Be careful who you follow. Be selective because that helps. Where at least you know where you're getting your updates from, and it's trustworthy folks who are not going to spoil stuff for you. But even so, well, actually, you know what, Ben, you've done a good job on that too. Where I've seen other people too, like you even tell your comment section, like, "Yo, like, please don't spoil anything,
or I'll ruin you."
Or you'll be like, you'll warn people, like, "Hey, also be careful of what you're looking at in the comments," because
no, like I look at my comments and I do not play around. Like the other day, like when I did I do the what animal is what in Earth 831.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh god.
I did one on Miles Morales. I've done one on Nick Fury, and I've done one on Black Panther. And I'm sure you guys can piece together what comments I've seen.
Yeah.
And the other day on the Miles Morales one, I was just like, you know what? I had enough. I had 25 with the same comment. And I just decided to pin a comment at the top, and I said, every person that's made a racist comment is tagged in the strand. And so I did that.
No nonsense.
That's the one I saw. I saw that video.
He messaged me and he said, "Thanks for the block list, man. I appreciate that." And one day that I was lying, and I was just like, "No, I got proof." And then I made proof. And Chris Gillian even messaged me, and he was just like, "Man, dude, why don't you just you did not hold back?" I was just like, so, and I actually let a F word out on that one, and my comment on that was like, "My God, I've never heard you curse before." And I was just like, "Man." Anyway, but I have cleaned it up a little bit, so it was just like, it's crazy. Like, people have never heard me curse, and I'm just like, I'm just like, don't be racist, and I won't call you out.
Give you the right moment, it'll happen. But it's also, kudos to you, Ben, for that's how you stop, bullying. That's how you stop. Racist comments is like somebody sticking up and saying, "Nope." If you're bold enough to put it out there, I'm bold enough to step in and say, "No, we're not going to tolerate that." And I love that.
One dude did it on his spam account, and I went through his spam account. I found out what his real account was because there was only 2 people following me: his spam account and his account. So I was just like, and I even commented. I was just like, "Is this your real account?" And he goes, "How'd you know that?" I was just like, "Just know you're not invisible."
Yeah, man. Yep. That's how you gotta handle it, dude. Seriously.
I was just like, "Don't play with me, man."
Yep. No nonsense.
Don't let it happen again.
So it's a given, man. We are all hyped for Spider-Man No Way Home. No spoilers, please. I'm encouraging all of you guys. Don't spoil it. But here's a question that I want to ask to my group, and then we'll get into some Boba Fett stuff before we close. If you guys could, so now that this sounds like it's probably, at least from the reaction of people that a lot of us trust, without spoiling anything, it seems like it's one of, or if not, the best live action Spider-Man film, period. Some people even say the best MCU film, period. Like, that's crazy to think about. So with that being set in stone, what would you guys want to see in terms of a Spider-Man movie based off of your knowledge of comic books? Like, what's the next story? Like, you're like, ooh, this Spider-Man story is what I really want to see as we're going forward into the future. Xanatos, I'll have you start this one off, man.
See, a lot of my, because Spider-Man, even though he's my favorite Marvel hero, a lot of my knowledge comes from like the '90s Fox show.
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah.
some of that stuff. I will say, I think because of the video game and because I actually got these comments, I haven't read them yet, but I want to see the Spider-Man stealth suit. It's got like the green spider and the green eyes.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Yep.
I want to see that in live action. That's my favorite suit out of all of his.
Okay.
So like nothing
Very
major. I just want to see that suit coming.
Okay. Nico, what about you, man? Thinking of the future of Spider-Man based on, and again, let me rephrase that question. Based on other animation shows too, if there's things that you want to pull from, like storylines, or if you want to pull like a story from the comic, rather there was something that was really iconic. What's one story or moment that you would hope to see, in the future of Spider-Man films?
I want to see Spider-Man beat up Wilson Fisk.
Ooh, damn. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think that would be
I
dope.
second that.
I need that.
Damn.
Especially if it's like when he went really unhinged. I think Peter in the MCU needs some moments like that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I feel like MCU Spider-Man and the MCU Kingpin, I think all it would take is just, you know what I mean? It's not going to take much. You know what I mean? It's because when you think of comic book, right, Ben? I know you guys know what I'm saying, like comic books.
Yeah, man, he's bricked up.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different.
He's like a brick. He's like a brick wall. Is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I was just like, wait, bricked up means something different now.
He's bricked up. He's bricked up. All right, first, man.
Guys,
Caught
watch out.
in
He's bricked up.
4K. Caught in 4K. Oh man, Ben.
We'll show you why he's called the Kingpin. Okay.
Oh my God. Ben, I'm really curious from you on this though. Coming from a comic book standpoint, what's the story now that, because we know that Tom is going to be on for a few more movies apparently. At least that's what seems to be floating around. So what do you want to see, like, from comic book lore? Like, hey, this is a story that needs to be told. I want to hear from you.
All right. So for No Way Home, they're obviously doing One More Day, which is probably one of the most hated Spider-Man stories of all time. And if you ever get to meet John Watts or any of the writers, I'm going to be like, how the hell did you land on that? You know, but another story that a lot of people seem to hate is Clone Saga. And guess what? I'm sure now that people know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, they're going to want to make clones. And somebody's going to want to make a clone. So the next movie, we should meet Ben Reilly. And I will put my hat in the ring to play him, okay, because I would do it. Let's get the Scarlet Spider in Ben Reilly, our boy. Just imagine him, like imagine Peter Parker just saying, and we see somebody like Ben Reilly or maybe even the Blood Spider. That would be the guy that he's Peter Parker. You know, oh my God, the Clone Saga would be fantastic. I feel like they could do it better in the movies than they would in the comics. The one thing they couldn't do, though, is make Ben Reilly the original Peter Parker. Because that's the one thing that they did in the Clone Saga that I didn't really like. They tried to make Ben Reilly told Peter Parker that he was the clone and that he was the real Peter Parker, which is stupid. Like, no, Peter Parker is Peter Parker. But if they just cut that one little slice out, it'd be a fantastic movie to see. Just watch that all and be like, somebody clone me? You know, to see that'd be so dope.
Oh, okay. Ooh. And I could see them, like, with the success of this film, like, oh, well, the original story was hated. What other stories that were hated could we make better?
What
you know, like,
you know, so you never know. Like, I see somebody in the comment section saying, "Oh, I'd like to see a Spider-Verse." It's like, yeah, sure, that'd be dope, but Ben Reilly.
I think Ben Reilly.
We've seen the Spider-Verse. We're getting another Spider-Verse movie. That's going to happen, totally. But in live action, you know, there's a chance that might happen in this movie. You know, again, 99% sure, but that 1%, don't get your hopes up.
And then we've already had Miles Morales, like, mentioned in Homecoming.
Exactly.
So we know
I can't Alistair simp. Like I agree with you on that one. But
Yeah.
like I feel like the Clone Saga would be perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because people know that he's Spider now.
Yeah.
So now they're probably going to want to go up to people like Flash Thompson. And you know what? That's another story I'd like to see. They Popeye's Wi-Fi. That was good. Anyway, anyway, like they've seen that, and now they've been teasing Flash Thompson as a patriot.
Oh my
Agent
God!
Venom.
Wait, you're. It's so weird that he's like.
turned into a
You
robot.
guys hear his voice?
Yeah.
He sounds like Venom. What the hell?
Venom.
It doesn't. It's not just me. Did you guys hear his voice?
Yeah.
It was like turning. It
was
sounded
like
like a
two
Ben,
Bens.
and then he started talking about it. It was so fitting. Ben, continue on, please.
Yes, I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, so Agent Venom, we so cool.
Wow.
So anyway, you know, Flash Thompson gets the symbiote on him and then goes to space with the Guardians of the Galaxy, bro.
Yes.
Oh God, yes.
You know? So that would be dope.
And then Beast Boy shows up.
So, ladies, not only has been a voice actor and a comic book guru, look, you get to go to No Way Home with this man. Look, ladies, what are y'all doing?
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
man.
you will find No Way Home. I mean, you will go see No Way Home with me. And
Now, let me tell you what I want. Let me tell y'all what I want, okay? By the way, Xanatos, Nico, did you guys both shared, right? For Spider-Man stuff. Yeah. You guys did. I'm talking about stuff with you guys. This is what I want. I don't know if audiences would be mature enough to handle this, but maybe, and I feel like we can 95% say, I'm sure Toby and Andrew are in the movie, right? Like, I think we can, at this rate, we can all pretty much agree and be like, yeah, we know we're going to see them. So with them showing up, maybe this movie is just that moment and we leave that there. Or, hear me out on this, could we potentially see other Spider-Men in a different Spider-Man movie, right? Because remember, the head executive, I can't remember what her name is at Sony.
Amy Pascal.
Right, she was saying at this rate we could do whatever we want. So what if they did
Grandmother
like
of Spider-Man? Yes.
right? Like they brought back Andrew Garfield for a Spider-Gwen movie, right? You know what I mean? Or we're gonna reuse Peter, Tobey Maguire for Death of Jane DeWolf type of movie. You know what I mean? Where it's a little bit darker, he's a little bit older, right? So me as a Spider-Man fan, comic book fan, I'm mature enough to be like, yeah. Like, and then the younger Spider-Man, MCU Spider-Man, we're going to focus on these stories and him interconnected with Marvel characters. But here's some other stories that we can tell on the multiversal side of things. Take my money! Take my money! Man, take it away.
Again, I agree. Spider-Gwen would be great, but guess what? We got the end of the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Jessica Drew, man!
Oh.
Spider-Woman!
Okay.
Black Cat. So many. Oh my god! I would love to see the Chameleon show up at some point.
Yeah, I would love that. That'd be dope, dude.
And they actually teased him in Far From Home. The bus driver actually has the same name as the Chameleon, so that could be the Chameleon.
Interesting. So there's a lot of little, but honestly, at this rate, they really can do whatever they want. I mean, the sky is the limit, man.
Exactly.
So yeah, man, Xanatos, I can't believe I don't understand how you're so calm right now. You're about to go see No Way Home tomorrow.
Seriously,
oh my
man.
God, how are you not like
go?
jittery? How are you not ripping your shirt off right now?
Spider-Man, No Way Home.
I think that's what we should do. I think we should all let out our loudest scream. That we should on 3.
For real, man. For real. Oh my God. Like, dude. Like the night before, like Thursday night, I don't even know what I'm gonna be able to do with myself, man. Like, I don't understand how you're so calm.
An ambulance will need to be called.
I'm excited for you, bro.
Seriously,
like,
your baby's gonna be like, "Mommy, what's up with Dad? Daddy's screaming a lot. Was Daddy?"
That's what drugs does, honey. That's what
Daddy
drugs
said
does.
he can't get home. I don't understand. Daddy's at home.
Daddy was bitten by a radioactive spider, honey. You just have to be careful. That's what happens. No, man, Xanatos, please post your reaction video tomorrow. I'm going to be looking for that. Like, I want to hear. You just obviously spoiler free, but I want to hear like
I
Yeah,
think what
you
I'm
got
going to do is I'm going to do like a video just before, and then put it in my drafts, and then do right after I get out of the theater, and I will send it all. I will send it to you guys
Yes.
Awesome.
to make sure.
Can Ben to Morty screaming for help?
Oh, jeez. Rick, help.
Oh, please, Rick.
Oh, man. Oh, jeez. Rick, help. Help. Oh, jeez.
Ben, you got some fans here in the chat, man. Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah,
I appreciate every single one of them. Okay.
Gwen would be dope, man. I would love a Spider-Man.
I would love to see Gwen Stacy.
I am not letting
that
go
I
of that
love Gwen
idea,
Stacy,
man.
But, you know, Jessica Drew is
I
a
would agree.
baby. And
Yeah, she is a
I
good
just keep thinking about the comic covers of her.
yeah, dude,
Bro.
my favorite Jessica Drew comic book moment is the time when she's fighting a villain, and then she was trying to make fun of her, and she was like, "You can't make fun of me. I have Googled myself looking for my butt." She said, "I what was it? She said I guilt Googled myself looking up Spider Woman butt pics just because she's known to have like a huge butt." And she said that in one of her comic books, like she said that she Googled herself doing that.
Damn. I mean, honestly, Captain America would no longer be America's ass. You know, you definitely have to go to
Seriously, when
Spider-Woman
Nightwing enters the
thing,
chat,
you know?
man, there's no coming back.
There's no
Nothing.
competition. For
Man,
top. You see that?
Thanatos.
You see
Oh,
that?
what? What?
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
second.
That's America's ass. That's America's
Yeah.
ass. There we go. Xanatos, literally, bro. I'm excited for you tomorrow. Like, and for anyone here in the chat that's going to see it tomorrow or whenever you guys are going to see it, that's America. Really? Ben?
It's a web opener.
Oh my God, what? Oh man,
Yes.
look, dude, literally.
That's Angel Grove's ass.
That's
Angel
Grove's
Grove's
ass.
ass.
There you go. That is very true, man. And by the way, you guys know,
Transformers.
No, man, it's the Megazord, bro.
someone has Transformers. What? No, that's Power Rangers, man. Power Rangers.
Oh God.
Friends
man.
in disguise. Okay.
Dude,
We live in
I'm
the
excited
world.
for everyone that's able to see this movie early. I'm going on Friday. So you guys know I'm excited. Gonna be suited and booted for this event, man. It is going to be an experience, and it's so crazy. Like I've said this before, but I haven't felt this way for a movie in a long time. The amount of hype given that it's
When
been
was the
over
last
a
time
year.
you felt this way? Just out of curiosity.
In-game.
Okay.
In-game. Because I went with a big crew. Like I was working at the gym. I was a supervisor at a gym in California when we lived out there, and me and the whole crew, like all of us, we all went. I was suited. Me and my wife went. Me and friends, and I remember that event. And Spider-Verse. We all went for that too.
I
really
was
hyped
more
for that.
hyped for Spider-Verse. I'm actually more hyped for Across the Spider-Verse than I am for No Way Home. I'm going to say that right
Yeah.
You guys know how much I love the multiverse. So
Yeah. Yep. So, man, it's just
the way
yeah,
Soups
man.
acted for Spider-Man No Way Home, this is my No Way Home. But I'm going to be much worse about it.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I'm gonna
That's
be
what
crying.
one of my friends said.
I'm not even gonna be able to sleep like that night, bro. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be that crazy. So I'm excited for all of us who can see it again. Do not spoil it. Our last topic for tonight is just talking about the book of Boba Fett. What did I write down for my notes? What was I talking about for that?
It's awesome.
Oh, Cad Bane. That's what it was. Yeah. So
Willem
there's this.
Dafoe.
You want William Dafoe as Cad
Willem
Bane?
Dafoe.
not a bad casting.
Ooh. You know
what? Yeah.
You know what though? Damn.
As an older Cad Bane, Cad Bane would be old as shit by this point.
Cad Bane
Okay,
is
like
a-
that's Willem
That was
Dafoe,
William.
buddy.
You know what though? If anyone could pull it off, when I think of like older,
Who
that
remembers the
Western
Teletubbies?
vibe, very
Either that or
creepy and
Clint Eastwood.
Oh, Clint Eastwood.
That,
take
oh,
my
God.
money.
If they
Bro,
got
take my
Clint
money.
Eastwood for
We need
Cad
an old ass
Bane.
dude. Like if John Wayne were still, is John Wayne still alive? Like I don't think he's still alive. But
We'll
I
just
don't
say
know.
he's dead for now and look it up later. Somebody edit this out. Edit this. I don't know.
Somebody in
He
the
might
chat
be
tell me if John Wayne is still alive.
I don't know. Is this
Happy
like, I'm
Thanksgiving, Pilgrim.
gonna Google it. Is John Wayne? Is John
Happy
Wayne?
You guys are
Thanksgiving,
making me doubt
Boba
it, but yeah, he's not alive.
Fett. I'm John Wayne. This is the Book of Boba Fett.
No, he died in 1979.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Get an old ass man like Clint Eastwood, you know,
Yes.
Joe Biden, somebody like
Byron.
Byron.
Wow.
Ben
I think
Grimes,
if
Jesus
they-
Christ,
you know how
Byron.
like that would be such a crazy callback if they did get Clint Eastwood. You know what I mean? Because like this
Like
is
I wanted him to play an old Bruce Wayne for Batman Beyond if they were to do that.
yeah, dude.
But you know, I like Michael Keaton more now. Now that it's
Yeah.
more
Yep.
now.
I'm all for Clint Eastwood for Cat Bane though. Like
I love
damn.
it. Clint
Good
Eastwood or
callback.
Willem Dafoe, one of those two, I
Yep.
would be happy.
Oh, that would be sick, man. I'm excited for it. There's not like there is hype. Trust me, there's big hype for the Book of Boba Fett. I think it's just really all about timing. Like right now, this is kind of
They
like
should have said something at on Disney Plus Day. That's what they
yeah,
should have.
I agree,
Release
man.
something.
I absolutely
Or
agree.
something for the Kenobi show. Whatever.
This is like Spider-Man season right now, and Ben, you said that earlier too, like which is so strange because usually around this time it's Star Wars season.
This
You know
time
what I
last
mean?
year,
So
Mandalorian was on.
yeah, and now it's kind of like the roles are kind of reversed, but it's going into 2022 where we have the Book of Boba Fett, and I'm excited for it and the moments that we're gonna have with that. Again, for you guys, what are you most excited about for the Book of Boba Fett as we close?
Who's going first?
Anybody? Anyone?
I'm
All right,
excited
I'll
for Boba Fett.
Starlight Pit. I want to see that boy get out of there.
Hell yeah!
I want to see our guy get out of the Starlight Pit, just as like a flashback or something. And I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
What else do we got? I also want to see Boba Fett just recall like I don't want to say colonize, but
Hey, colonizer.
repopulates Tatooine and Mos Eisley. Because last time we saw Mos Eisley, there's nobody there.
Yeah.
The scum and villainy are gone. And obviously with Boba Fett back, I think that I don't know if it's scum and villainy that are back, but I do want to see it repopulated. Like I'm sure. Actually, now that I think about it, what would be the best thing? Because we know that Darth Maul was killed by Obi-Wan on Tatooine, correct? Okay. What if you put him in carbonite and like just had him like under his ass?
Oh,
so that he had the high ground, and Boba Fett goes back to Obi-Wan's old apartment, and he just like lifts up the mattress, and it just says "break in case of emergency," and that take my money. Like imagine there's like a little hair on there. It says "break in case of emergency," and it has Darth Maul.
Break in case of emergencies. Well, I feel like you've thought about this for a while, Ben.
My buddy made that joke months ago, and I ended. Shout out to Matt Scheimer. He's the guy who made that joke. The break up a case. I made the joke of him being like under his mattress, but he made the carbonite break in case of emergency for him.
Break in case of emergency.
But shout out to Matt Scheimer at Comic Quarters. And
dude, Xanatos, what about you, man? We talk a lot of Star Wars on this channel, so what are you most excited about for the Book of Boba Fett, man? That's this month, so
it is.
Yeah, 29th.
Shit.
Yeah.
Ben's like, where am I?
I did get blipped 5 years ago, so
No. Yeah, he was blipped earlier in this podcast. He was blipped earlier in this live stream. So you guys got to give Ben a break. He was blipped like about an hour ago. It was 5 years ago. It's all right. Xanatos, what are you most excited for the Book of Boba Fett, man?
Nothing super specific. I mean, I shout out to Skid Space on TikTok, who's like a huge fan of Cobb Vanth.
Yeah.
So, like, I would love to see more Timothy Olyphant, Cobb Vanth, and just whatever other, because these shows have been fantastic at making brand new characters.
Yeah.
And making them super interesting.
Yep.
So, like, just to see Fennec Shand kick somebody's ass, or several people, Cobb Vanth, and whatever new characters they come up with is what I'm most excited to see.
Fennec Shand is a baddie. Continue
on. Mulan is a baddie. Same person.
Yeah, man, same person.
That one. What was her name on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Wasn't she on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah, yes, she was. Yep.
Yeah,
Agent May.
yeah.
He's a baddie.
I remember seeing her on there, but I never watched her. I didn't watch far enough.
I
I think I
love
only
her.
watched like the first season, man. I'm so behind on Agents of Shield.
Oh, so
Oh,
good.
same.
It's good stuff. It doesn't really find itself until season 3. That's part of it.
Okay, so I might have to start watching again. Catch up.
I recommend it.
Yeah, Nico, man. What about you? What are you most excited for? Because I feel like this is our most current Star Wars topic. You know, there's not besides Eclipse. Other and books, but I mean, as far as like a show,
I mean, there was Visions.
yeah, Star Wars Visions. There's that as well. That's most recent. But yeah, what are you most excited for when we think about the Book of Boba Fett? Like, what's got you excited, man?
I'm just really excited to see this whole universe and like some of the stuff they're dropping. I feel like Boba knows some stuff. Knows some stuff about this universe. A lot more than I thought he would before even watching the Bad Batch. After watching the Bad Batch, there's so much stuff you could have happened.
Yeah,
this man knows some stuff. I want him to start spilling some tea.
Yeah, I agree with that. Another thing for me, man, I don't. What I want most. This is what I want most. Besides everything that you guys have mentioned, I want. Here's the thing about Din Djarin, because you guys know Din Djarin is my boy, obviously being Mandalorian, right? It's me. I am the Mandalorian. He's an anti-hero. That's Din Djarin. He's an anti-hero.
Oh, so he's
a villain.
Yeah,
Boba Fett is a villain. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Boba Fett is a villain, and I want him to stay that way. Villains can be likable, like they can make it look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Deadpool.
Exactly. But I want him. I don't want Disney to change him in the sense of like, oh, he's gone a little soft over the years. You know what I mean? Like, no, he's a badass villain.
He got his eyebrows back.
Keep him that way. Din Djarin is an anti-hero, and I love that about him. Like that makes his character complex. But Boba Fett has always been a villain, and he can still be likable. Same thing with Kingpin. Like Kingpin is a badass. You know what I mean? Like I enjoyed seeing he steals the show when he's on screen. You love seeing it. Like I wanted to just rub and caress his bald head when I seen it on screen. Let me tell y'all, I just wanted to be like, "Come here, boy! Oh, I'm so happy to see you back." You know what I mean? Okay, he makes it look good. So, but he's still a villain, and I want him to stay that way. You know what I mean? And that's the same thing for Boba Fett, is what I mean. Like, keep him a villain. Let us feel that badassery. Let us see why. Let us see why he's such a baddie. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. So that's it. Other than that, let me go over to TikTok and share my friends' pages. I gotta share everybody's TikTok pages. Where's my boy Xanatos? I like sharing you guys.
Now, another thing I would like to see in the Book of Boba Fett is to see what did Bib Fat Tuna do. And Bib Fat Tuna. Don't worry, I said it right.
He's dead though.
But I want to know like what he did while he was ruling it. Yeah.
He was eating. He was eating good. The boy was eating good.
Did you guys pick up on the Bib Fat Tuna?
Yeah.
Because he was like, okay, just making sure you guys heard.
I think he was just doing. Probably, I feel like he was eating good, chilling on Tatooine. You know what I mean? Doing something similar to what Jabba was doing, but probably not to the same extent. You know, Bib Fortuna doesn't strike me as like the guy who would lead with fear as Jabba would. You know what I mean? He was probably more sleazier, you know, and still have the power because he was the right-hand man. But I do think you're onto something there to kind of see like, yo, what was he up to? Yeah, you know, at that point. Yeah.
No, man, I love calling him Fat Tuna, but because he's fat.
Like your audio is going out again, bro. What happened?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
He's back to Venom.
This is my boy Xanatos. Here, let me post your link in the chat. Xanatos. Y'all be sure to go follow him on TikTok.
I was wondering if this was the order. I was like,
no.
Yeah, because the one in the middle I did like 3 days ago, and it's like
follow my boy Ben. There he is. Hold on. I was like, where's your name at? There it is. Just gotta copy that, put that in the chat. Everyone that's here on YouTube, be sure to go and follow my buddies from TikTok. They are great. Yeah, man, we're all Star Wars lovers, comic book lovers. we're all geeks here, man. So be sure to go and follow them. You'll have a good time. Where's my boy Nico? Y'all seen Nico quite a bit. Nico's on here all the time. I think I hit you up last week. I was like, "Hey, yo, bro,
what?
you want to come on the stream?" He was like, "What?" He's like,
No,
I'm
guys, he hit me up like an hour.
cleaning my refrigerator.
These aren't even my video.
Hey, what? Is this not your page? Oh, yeah. My bad, bro.
I
My
see
bad.
why
My
it
bad.
was a weird
He's like, that's
order.
not even my face. What are you doing? That's not even my face, bro. What? My bad. I didn't see that. I didn't mean to confuse anyone. My apologies. My apologies. And there's Nico. Be sure to follow him. Nico, I did type the right link in, right? Didn't I? I think I did.
You typed in Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, that's
What
Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, what in the world?
I was looking. I was like, wait.
I was sitting there, I'm just like, this is not his page, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, let's go with it.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
My bad. We're good. I found this link. We're good. All right. All good things here. All good things. Let me copy that. And post that.
Poor Nico.
Ignore the top link that I just posted.
Yeah,
That
don't follow that guy.
Yeah.
My bad. My
I
bad.
think it's just a link to search for
Yo, he
Anakin
probably got like
Skywalker.
100 followers. He got like super
I'm like,
excited.
what in the world did I just do? What in the
It's like,
world?
whoa.
I feel like
Oh
you
man,
should-
I like watching that video of you just spin that lightsaber at the top.
Bro, him spinning the lightsaber is crazy. Like I can't even do it that fast. It's pretty
Disney,
crazy.
hire the man.
For real. For real. So go follow all my friends from TikTok, man. They are amazing. Again, thank you guys so much for coming on. Y'all know I'm gonna bring you on anytime. Ben,
Yeah.
good time with all of you guys. Freaking Xanatos, man, I'm so jealous right now. But I'm gonna be looking for your page. I'm gonna be on your page,
I'm
like
jealous of all of you
just
guys.
waiting,
I don't even have
like
tickets yet.
anxiously, like, okay, I wanna see his reaction. I wanna see his
I
reaction.
cannot
So,
wait to look through your videos, man.
yeah, bro, y'all go check him out tomorrow. I can't wait to see your reaction and go enjoy yourself, man. Most of all, and to all of you guys, what a time to be just a geek fan, like especially like for Marvel stuff right now. There's a lot happening. Star Wars, we're all anticipating. And again, I can poke fun, Lucasfilm and give them shit because I'm passionate about Star Wars, passionate about comics and all that jazz. I think it's really just a marketing thing, with Lucasfilm.
It's branding.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, I think this is kind of their style. It's different from Marvel, where they're not going to show you everything that they're going to be doing for like the next few years. I think Lucasfilm is very like hush hush in terms of how they put things out, and it's a kind of a love-hate thing when it comes to the fans. Like, you just got to learn to be okay with it. So just know there are things coming, there's stuff coming. We just have to be a little patient, and the new year is almost here. So much love. Happy holidays to everyone. Any last words from my folks here in TikTok?
Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Byron.
Spider-Man, let's go!
Beans, rice, Jesus Christ, and Iron Man, no way home.
Let's go! That is it. Y'all get out here.
I saw a video the other day. Somebody made a video, and it was the guy who had to sit next to Soups. Who had to sit next to Soups. They got me sitting next to this dude. It's like,
I couldn't even hear the movie. Because of this guy.
No, I think IGN's IGN when they did the movie premiere, not the premiere, but the trailer at the big movie theater.
Yeah.
IGN recorded everybody's reaction, and you can only hear Soups. And when MJ was falling, you could literally hear him. He's like, MJ, no! And my sister was like, man, Soups is in this movie, man. He's in it. And I was just like, you want to know the best part? He was sitting in the front. This camera was all the way in the back.
What?
And you could hear him as if he were sitting right next to the other. Like, people want me to do what animal are my mutuals, and I looked up Soups. I was just like, loudest animal on the planet. And I don't think it'll do. But no, I love Soups. He's such an awesome guy. I love his energy.
Yeah,
we have to do a little bit of that in our lives.
Yeah, man. So more comic book stuff to come, man. Like, I think again, I would love to bring you guys back on. I know a lot of you guys. Ben does his own podcast. Nico, Xanatos, I know you guys are guests on different shows every now and then as well. But y'all are all my boys. So anytime you're free, I'll hit you up and it's a fun time, especially for me to like feel that freedom of like, you know what, it's cool to branch out and talk about some of the things that I love outside of the norm. And I think that's what Wednesdays has turned into, is really kind of this mashup of things. So anytime we're talking comics, just know it'll be on Wednesdays, which is not really that new, because Comic Book Wednesdays, I mean, you know, the new stuff comes out on Wednesdays anyway, so it is what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and get some food. Much love to all of you guys, and go enjoy No Way Home. No spoilers. No spoilers. Bye, guys.
Watch it,
Wakanda
man.
forever. Yeah.
We're still doing that.